Hey guys, Everyday Aficionados here with another beer review. Today we're taking a look at Evil Twin Hop Flood. It's an amber ale at 7% ABV. They don't really give you much information about it at all on their website. But yeah, Evil Twin, they tend to do things a little bit differently. They always have really weird descriptions on their bottles. It's interesting.
I really actually appreciate the kind of minimalist illustrations they have on all their bottles. Like, they all feel like part of a series.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Like, you can tell just from the style of the label that it's Evil Twin.
And they use a lot of repeating patterns on their labels too. It almost feels like a wallpaper or something like that.
But it is very like a new agey kind of like a computer graphics kind of thing that they do. But here's the weird description on the side. Do you want to read it, Sean?
Yeah, it says, on a beautiful summer night while peaceful Danes rocked at Roskilde Festival and others sipped delicate wine in their picturesque summer retreats, an apocalyptic tidal surge flooded the famous Ølbutikken in Copenhagen and drowned thousands of precious beer. Hop Flood is a bitter tribute to the heroic bottles that didn't make it.
I don't know where that comes from.
Is it real? I don't know. I guess I would have to look into it, but I guess this beer is dedicated to its fallen brethren.
Yep.
Really nice big head with very fine bubbles.
Kind of brownish, almost.
I would say it's like an amber brown. I see chunks and pieces of stuff floating in here. I don't know if it's yeast or what.
There's a lot of sediment.
And the head is kind of like a yellowy, orangey, off-white.
I've never seen this much sediment in a beer before. And sediment this big, too. Doesn't let too much light through. It's very murky looking.
It kind of looks like a murky pond or something like that.
Definitely pithy grapefruit, like something that you would expect from an IPA.
Very sweet, bread, almost like a sugar bread or a candy bread that I typically get from amber ales. I do think there's a good dankness to this one too. Pretty resiny, I would say.
Yeah, really dank, earthy.
Maybe a little herbal too. But there's definitely some light citrus in here. Maybe a bit of a toastiness.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's definitely bitter on the finish.
I get bitter from beginning to end. It's just really, really bitter and really resiny and really dank. It feels like you're drinking a beer that was made with something that came from the floor of a rainforest or something like that. It just feels really dank and herbal. Very nice, sweet, sugary bread. A very nice toastiness too.
It has a bit of a tropical fruity flavor too. I get mango peel.
I'm definitely getting a tangerine, orange peel. There's definitely a good amount of pithy grapefruit in this one also.
Would you say medium bodied?
Yeah, it's definitely medium bodied. I would say it's on the heavier side of medium bodied actually. It doesn't feel very carbonated either.
It's got a nice dry, crackery maltiness.
The finish is really dry. It's more of the pithy flavors that linger. Yeah, the more I drink it, the more I notice that crackery, dry malt as opposed to the sweet bready malt that I was talking about earlier.
Beautiful lacing on this one too.
Alright guys, we've got 2 empty glasses and that means unanimous recommendations. I think this is a really good amber ale. It's a little different, but in a good way. The malt really balances out all that really heavy hop flavor pretty nicely. As for rating, I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. I personally really like this and it's really tasty. I really like sipping on it. It's got some really good flavors going on with it and it's really complex and interesting.
Yeah, I definitely agree. This one is a solid 4 out of 5. It's got really pithy, bitter flavors that I love and make for a great sipper. That sort of dry, crackery malt works really well with it. It's an excellent beer and it feels well crafted. Really well crafted and considered. So definitely check this one out if you get the chance. It's really good.
Until next time, Everyday Aficionados, with our hop flood review. Thanks for watching.
You remind me of the Sasquatch from a Goofy movie, remember?